Hey everyone, it's Diecast here with another video, and today, as you can see in front of me, we have what is the, I guess, equivalent of Hot Wheels RLC, but for Matchbox. If you guys follow Matchbox on any social media or anything like that, or follow anything with diecast related, I'm sure you've seen this online. And yeah, I want to talk about this vehicle because it's kind of interesting. And I'm a little worried about the future of this line that they have started, RLC if you want to call it that, in Mattel Creations, Matchbox Premium, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, let's look at the model and we'll talk more about it in a little bit. I also have, you know what, I have a bunch of European or British, I should say, main lines from the Matchbox as a little, I guess, bonus, if you will. So we'll open those up and just, there's a couple of buses in there we'll open up. Give me 1 second here. So let's look at a bunch of British vehicles as a little bonus. Well, yeah, we'll do it after. Screw it. We'll do that after. We'll do the bus first. This is kind of just on the whim, right? So we have this bus here. I'll take it as a little package. I'll actually show you the outside. Very nice box. It's good size. As you can tell, like size of my hand. It's a good size box. It says Route Master. No complaints about the box. Very Matchbox style-esque themed, so that's good. All the information there. Pretty plain, but nothing wrong with that. And then it comes in this box, which I do really like that it comes in this acrylic case. I love that. I hope that each one of them comes in some sort of case like that. It says Route Master Bus with this very shiny Matchbox on there with a theme in the background, which is very cool, given the fact that it is a London bus. And then you got some cool facts on the back and stuff like that. Kind of strange how they chose those type of wheels. Those are clearly not on it. Would be neat to see those. It actually, I think it looks better with that. But nonetheless, legal nonsense on the side. Obviously nothing on the sides there, or on the bottom. And not much on the top. So there's that. I'm obviously going to keep that in good shape. And then we have the bottom, which is like a little road, and I like that. It's good detail. So it is screwed together to this base. If you give me 1 moment, I will take it off its base and we will take a look at it and talk about it more. Here's the bottom. Actually, flip it over. So screw it off the base and we'll talk about it more in a second. I did open this briefly out of the orange box you see there, just to take a quick peek and get my thoughts together before I even talk about it. So here we go. We have this model here, and let me talk about this. So I believe, really, I don't know when they started the number, pretty much every single RLC release from Hot Wheels, that is, it has a production number, whether it's one of 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, whatever, they have a production number. This one has no production number. I have no idea what it's limited to. It could be 100,000. I doubt it, but it could be 5,000. I have no idea. It's kind of strange that they didn't put any production numbers on any of this stuff. If it's some super limited edition bus, yeah, it doesn't say anything at all in the back, so it's kind of strange that they didn't put that. So this car is, I think, $25 USD plus shipping and everything, so it's like $40-45 Canadian shipped. That's kind of expensive, and that's the same exact price, I believe it is, than the RLC. And if I'm directly comparing it to RLC because it's exactly the same thing, but one's Matchbox and one's Hot Wheels, and it's just kind of disappointing. I'm a little bit disappointed. Like, this is a great model. It's fantastic. Detail is amazing. It's very cool. Don't get me wrong. But honestly, this is of the same quality as the super fast that you can buy for what, $6-7. I don't know how you can justify $25 USD plus shipping. It has a plastic base. If y'all are curious, plastic base. That's extremely disappointing. And I don't care if it has a plastic base, but if you're spending that kind of money, I'd like a metal base. You know, and there's the new Mercedes coming out, the silver one. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure you can find it online. From the pictures, it looks like it has a plastic base as well. It's a little disappointing, and I feel like they're gonna get a lot of complaints from people for these models just not being worth it. I mean, it's cool, don't get me wrong, but I hope this is just the beginnings of what is to come, and there's going to be a lot better stuff coming. But if they continue with lack of detail, like this one's way better detail than the Mercedes, but if you look at the front of the Mercedes, it just kind of looks like it's missing something, you know. It looks a little unfinished, and if you're spending $25, you know, that's tough. That's really tough. This is metal, that's metal, so that's good. You know, the wheels are nice, don't get me wrong. They're not horrible. But like I said, the wheels are different on the package. And they're the same thing that are in the Superfast. There's nothing really new or nothing really special. So again, it's not a bad model. It just, I'm hoping this is just kind of a little beginner thing and trial and error, and slowly as they release more and more vehicles, they will have a much more premium, like much more worth your while when it comes to spending $25 on a model. I'm still going to continue to buy them. They're very cool for now, but if they don't continue to update and up the ante, I guess, for this series, then I'm out. I'm not going to buy anymore, unfortunately, because I love Matchbox, and it just doesn't. It's not really worth it right now. But I'm not gonna not buy it because, well, who knows what these will be worth later on, right? So I'm gonna get a couple of the early cards and kind of see where it goes. But I am curious to know your opinions. Again, beautiful model, fantastic model, but definitely has some room for improvement. It is not awful, but it has room for improvement. So that was my rant. And I'm curious to know what you guys think, because I'm sure you're going to see this all online and stuff. And there's tons and tons of detail, but it's just not quite there. Not quite there. It's almost there. You know, you look at this, right? The quality of this, great. But then you look at the Jeep Willys that came out in the RLC, or is coming out soon, or whenever it's coming out, or I don't know. Look at the craziness that has. Full suspension and everything like that. Like, you know, it's hard to compare, right? But nonetheless, we have this model. It looks amazing. Let me just take it off this little base. I mean, really, you could just display it like so. You know, you cover up those holes. You have this cool little thing on your shelf. That's not so bad. If you care about all the information on the base, double decker, says the Matchbox number 2002, same tooling and everything. They didn't really do anything special. So I really, really hope they do something new. That Mercedes is going to be very cool. It's got opening doors. There's just a lot of going on this thing. I don't know a lot about this deco. I'm sure it means something special. I'm sure it has some sort of special meaning for sure. But not to me. That's still pretty cool. Okay. That was my rant. Let's just take a look at a couple of British vehicles from the mainline series. Why not? Because we're here and I got so many cars to open. It's crazy. We have the Routemaster bus. Same exact casting in gold from 2007 mainline. So this will be a nice little comparison. I wonder if they ever made, I'm sure they tooled up a Route Master in the Lesney series with a metal base. I'm sure they did. Nothing on the back, nothing on the front, just the sides, but a whole lot of metal, plastic base, metal top, metal body stuff here, 2 pieces. Sure you guys know this casting. Let's actually push this one back a little bit. Yeah, that's a cool casting for sure. Push that up to the side. We got a couple other buses here. We got the London bus, a little bit different tooling. Older casting for sure. I'm just trying to read the copyright date here real quick. It's hard to read on these older ones. Not sure. I think it's 2000 or 2001. We have 2 of these actually. They're very similar, but they are slightly different. This is the newer one, like 2000, 2001, and this one's from the late 90s, 99. So we'll look at the newer one first. All right. This one's pretty cool. Got a blue plastic base. Interesting choice there. Metal, metal, 2 different pieces, just side details here. Union Jack Tours. No suspension, which I figured. But a neat little bus. Classic Matchbox casting, for sure. What's the copyright date on this casting, I wonder? 1981. Huh. It's pretty cool. And here's the other London bus. Pretty neat. It's almost a shame opening up these cars here because some of the cards are in perfect condition. This one, no, these 2 don't actually have windows. Which is kind of interesting. So, right one. Next why not? Kind of an ugly color deco, but it's all right. 2001 copyright date. It's this London taxi. Old tooling with the opening doors. Very cool. Much better than the new castings of today, but obviously they can't do it because it has opening doors and moving parts and stuff, and that's too costly. So nothing on the back, not much on the front. The black is part of the base, which is actually metal. That's cool. 1986 copyright date. Interesting. How do these doors open? They're suicide doors, right? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Again, kind of an ugly deco, but it was cheap when I bought it. Can't remember who I bought it off of. But a classic Matchbox casting for sure. We have another We have another London taxi to look at. This one's very classic. This one's a great example of it. London taxi, just says taxi on the side. 1998 is the copyright date. Come on. Yeah, this one's way better. Of course, classic black, right? Same sort of thing with the opening doors. No suspension. Like a gray interior. Yep, metal base. That's very nice. Love to see metal bases. So they have a metal base on this from, 1998, but a $25 2021 release does not. Doesn't look good. Yeah, I don't want to say like I hate it, right? Because I love that bus, but it's just a little underwhelming, right? Next we will look at this. Well, this wasn't supposed to be in this mix, but I'm adding it anyways. Voxelastra. I'm probably going to get flagged on 1997 copyright date. I don't think Vauxhall's British, is it? I don't know. Why am I drawing a blank on it? Well, I know it's not American. I know it's not Japanese. I think it's some sort of European. I don't know. Wow, look at the difference in that. You see it in the card. Nonetheless, it's opened. Pretty cool. Metal base. Oh, now we're just making fun. 1985 copyright date. Ooh, nice suspension though. Black is part of the base, which is pretty cool. It's got a bit of a lean to it. Oh, maybe not. No, I think it's just the wheel is stuck. It's a really soft suspension on this thing. Yeah, that's an alright model. Don't mind that. Next, let's look at this Jaguar E-Type in red. Very cool. Golden Era 2006 copyright date. I love this casting. So you do have the details along the top, which is very nice, with the headlight detail, the chrome, which is part of the interior, Jag on the plate, I believe. No. Yes, it's hard to tell, but it is there. Plastic base, that's red. 2005 copyright date? Oh, interesting. Classic wheels. I don't think it's ever gotten any other wheels but this. But just a very clean, simple looking model. Very well done. Yeah, love that one for sure. Moving on, we're gonna look at another Jag. A XK120 SE from 2009 in like this pinky purple. I don't have this casting, I don't believe. So it will be a welcome addition for sure. Let's see, very nice color, an interesting choice, but I don't hate it. Chrome base, so you get the chrome bumpers with the plate. Headlight detail, grill is painted, so all the good details there. Would nice to see the markers painted, that would look very nice. Even the taillights are painted, which is nice. Very happy to see that though. Very cool casting. I should look up this casting and see what other versions they have, because I don't really know a whole lot about it. 2008, so pretty new. Interesting. Let's see, something very similar in its style, I guess, is this Morgan Aeromax. Very cool casting. Again, don't have this one either in a blue. I believe it's the same year. No, 2007 copyright date. Such a great era for Matchbox. This is a cool casting for sure. Front detail, definitely needed that, and a little bit of rear detail. Strange looking car from the back. I'm sure this car wasn't easy to make as a mainline, with how those arches are and everything. That's a cool car for sure. Yeah, I like that. Not so bad, not so bad. Two more to look at, and that will be it. We will look at this Mini Cooper in a red 1964. 2012 copyright date. It's like debris on it. Ugh. Get that out of here. Interesting little casting. Not much on the front, but does get chrome detail, which I like. Nice chrome steelies. Pretty basic. 1964. I like that. 2006 copyright date, huh? Yeah, that was all right. And the last one we're looking at is a blue Lotus Europa. Very nice casting. 2008 copyright date. I'd like to get all the versions of this. It's good casting. Chrome interior, which is part of this bumper and the rear and the part of the side / base. So well executed for sure. And those little pieces there are chrome. 72 Europa, that's cool. Very little Lotus badge there. Just a fantastic looking model. Very well executed for a $1 model. Again, it's a $1 model. Like, that's really impressive. You get all the details. Oh, we're losing cars. I'm knocking stuff over. Move that out of the way before I lose them. And I don't look up the value of these when I open them. Like, this car could be super rare and variation that I have no idea about, and I'm opening it anyways. Doubt it though. I mean, who knows? But that's it, guys. So yeah, again, I'm just curious to know your opinion about this bus. Again and again, I've said before, it's not a bad model. I think Mattel has to learn, or not Mattel, Matchbox, I should say. Just a lot of room for improvement from the ultra premium line, if you will. Yeah, hopefully we see some improvements, because it's gonna receive some backlash, I think. But nonetheless, guys, that's it, and tons of more videos to come, so stay tuned for more. Bye for now.